G'day everyone, welcome to probably what's the first ever live coverage of a Geelong City season recognition and awards presentation. Obviously I'm not Wes Cusworth, I'm not Mark Brunger, I'm definitely not Megan Holtz, and this isn't the Geelong Cricket Show. This is Geelong City's version of our attempt at trying to bring some closure to a season that unfortunately has ended very suddenly due to the terrible crisis that's taking over us at the moment with the coronavirus. I hope everybody that's watching this is feeling well, your families are all well, everybody's safe and healthy. Obviously social isolating and distancing means that we have to do this the way we are. So we'll push on, we'll do the best we can. It's not the formal presentation that we'd hoped for at the Empire Grill. When the virus first kicked in, we made some changes and we thought, well let's do a recognition afternoon down at the Rooms, which was going to be today. Unfortunately, more social distancing kicked in to the point where we have to isolate. So now, basically, you've got to put up with me for the next 15 or 20 minutes. So I apologise for that. But as I said, we want to be able to recognise the efforts and the work that players are putting for the season, and acknowledge their contributions. We'll do our best. Let's go through. I've got a little speech that I just wanted to read first. Normally at a presentation night I'd read something, and I still think it's important that I do that. So forgive me for looking down a little bit. I have got some notes, but I just wanted to try and capture as best I can a very quick summary of our season. As I said, obviously this isn't completely different format from previous years, with us not having the ability to personally recognise players and members at a formal night. The uncertainty around the coronavirus warrants us to be diligent in maintaining social distancing. I reflect on the season, and I'd like to acknowledge everyone for your commitment to the club. As a sports club, we experience highs and lows both on and off the field. There were definitely some highs that will remain with us for many years, including the T20 bushfire appeal that we hosted, and also having Glenn McGrath attend our Pink Stumps Day. Between those two functions alone, we raised over $23,500 to support and assist people in need. This is a magnificent effort from a club run by volunteers, and I can't pass on a bigger thank you to everyone that was involved for all your efforts. We do our best to put the club forward to improve our facilities and support membership fees. This wouldn't be possible without many sponsors we have and the sponsorship that we've been provided. We're extremely grateful for their support, and I would like to acknowledge our major sponsors: Avalon Airport, Richie Brothers, Elephant Castle, Lyons Constructions and Fulton Hogan, along with our other sponsors. To be able to maintain the club wouldn't be possible without their support, and it's much appreciated. I'd like to applaud the firsts, the seconds and the thirds for all qualifying to play in this year's semi-finals. This was fantastic for the guys in the club, but ultimately did not eventuate. Playing finals cricket inspires the club, and we should challenge ourselves and set goals to achieve this again for next season as the beginning to something bigger and better. Junior program continues to produce great talent through the grades, with many juniors playing again in the afternoon through the seniors. I'd especially like to thank Danny Wilson, Trev Elliott, Shane Hewen, Aaron Morgan, Justin Cook, Damien Barber, Adam Rolfe, and everybody else that was associated and assisted the juniors over the season. I'd like to congratulate the under-13s on making it through to the grand final, and also to the under-15s on making the semi-final. I'd like to thank Fraser Wilson and Max Delamonica for their development and the support they gave the juniors with the Woolies Junior and Master Blaster programs on a Thursday and Friday night. I'd like to acknowledge the work by Annie Driver in establishing our inaugural girls team for this season. Congratulations are also in order to James Driver in coaching the girls and getting them through to their first grand final in their first season.
Oh, I got that bit. You want something like that? What else are we doing? Doing something.
It's obviously vital to acknowledge everyday volunteers of the club. Many players would be amazed by the number of volunteer hours given during the year behind the scenes. The club's strength and stability are dependent upon strong support of all levels by volunteers and committee members. I extend my thanks to everyone who has worked so hard in making this a positive impact in the club. Chief, Richie, Bash, at times this past season have had many challenges and issues thrown at them, not excluding the amount of unplayable weather we had. They displayed responsibility, drive and resilience to ensure that the players got a game of cricket throughout the season. I'd like to thank you for your hard work in your roles, your enthusiasm and your dedication. Off the field, once again, the ladies assisted with afternoon teas and the provision of Thursdays and Saturday night meals. They also offered their services to cater and assist in many other club functions, and I'd like to thank Annie, Jane, Jenny Elliott and Jenny Agg for their continued support to the club. I'd also like to congratulate the Pink Stumps Day Committee members for your continued efforts in fundraising for the McGrath Foundation and promoting the club in a very positive light. Thank you to everyone that's offered help throughout the season, in the kitchen, at social events. Please be assured that your efforts did not go unnoticed and it was much appreciated. I'd also like to thank all the members of the committee for their work over the last year, of which the club cannot function without your commitment. Thank you as always to Simone for her continued support of me and the work that she does behind the scenes to assist me to do my role. Many players will be recognised shortly for their batting, bowling and best and fairest wins, and I'd like to acknowledge all of their achievements. I thank everybody for your support and or assistance over the last year. I'd also like to wish the new committee, the club and everybody associated with it continued success moving forward. And finally, before we get into some awards, I just want to leave a couple of quotes that I read and I thought possibly something for us to ponder in the off-season. First one is by Earl Nightingale. It says, "Never give up on a dream just because of the time it takes to accomplish it. Time will pass anyway." The other one is from Stephen Covey, and it finishes with, "If we keep doing what we are doing, we're going to keep getting what we've already got." So, something to think about in the off-season, guys. But once again, thank you all for your support and assistance throughout the season.
G'day Sharks, and welcome to the new look presentation night and quick wrap on the first team season of 1920. Hopefully you're doing the right thing and you're in lockdown and in self-isolation. It'll be tougher for some than others, I would have thought, but it is what it is. I think we are now in a position where a lot of reflection would have been done, and we've come a long way since that first game. We travelled out to Highton and just fell short in that game to fast forward to the last game against Motto, where we managed to take 20 wickets in a day and win outright. I think it's a great reflection of how we adapted to the competition and the style of cricket, and I think we should be proud of the way we went about it, how much fun we had, and enjoyment we got out of the game, out of the club, but most importantly out of each other. And I think it's pretty obvious that we were very well set to make a good assault on the finals. So it's a shame the season was cut short the way it did, but it is what it is, and we'll be back for more, no doubt. I think going through the side, there'll be guys who think they had maybe leaner years on paper than they would have liked, but at some stage everybody contributed to some success on the field, which was great. I'll start off with the batters. Cody Brogdon especially was starting to build confidence, and there's no doubt he had a big score in him before the year was out. Pat Richards was consistent and excellent throughout. Some great numbers on the board, I think averaging 72 by the end of the year, and some match-winning performances along the way. Had a real good year and also played his role with the ball. Luke Ingles showed glimpses of what he could do, especially pre-Christmas, which was always good to watch. We've got the two Collins sisters. Henry, especially after Christmas with the ball, really grew into his role as being our main spinner and put some really good numbers on the board. And that's got to be encouraging for you, Henry, moving forward. Will managed to hang in there with the stick. I remember one knock one day pre-Christmas, I think it was against Marshall, played a particularly good hand in that game. We've got the two Taylor sisters. Byron obviously winning the League Bowling Award with 29 poles, outstanding season, mostly into the wind. Real thankless task for us and a real important member of our side. And whilst Logan might think that his season might not have produced as much as he would have liked. He was a great foil for the rest of the bowling attack, and his figures will suggest that. Going through the team, especially while we're on the bowlers, we've got Marzi, who in the last couple of games I said to him he's bowling as well as he's ever bowled, which was a great sign. Hopefully there's a bit of life in the old dog yet. And Jake McKenzie, often taking the first pill, would have taken 12, 15, maybe more poles, and was the spearhead of our attack early, topped off with his 5 for against Modder, which was a bloody great day out. So it's we got Nada that came into the side in those one-dayers and played a role and managed to put a score on the board in that last game, started to establish his place in the side and brought a lot off the field as well. But particularly on game day, Nada brought a lot of energy, and he was a big part of our side towards the back end. We got Aaron Morgan, who unfortunately did a digit in the second last game, missed the last one against Modder. But him taking 7 at Modder was in the one day was bloody awesome. Could have taken 8 or 9, but can't win a more kid, I suppose. And that just covers pretty much everybody. We managed to blood a couple of debutants in there in Max early doors, and then Joshy in the last game, and hopefully that gives the young players coming through the club something to aspire to, and hopefully have long and successful careers in the first team. So that kind of covers the season being from a playing point of view. A big thanks to Knackers, who never missed a beat scoring. Big thanks to Dave, team manager, who's just phenomenally well organised and makes life so easy for us to be able to turn up and enjoy our cricket the way we do. A big thanks to the ladies in the kitchen. We're number 1 on the circuit for afternoon tea by a mile, don't worry about that. And that's without acknowledging what you do on a Thursday, which is pretty special. So collectively, not just what happens in the first team, but from a club point of view, everybody has contributed to and played a role in putting the teams out in the park and enabling some good cricket to be played. So a big thank you for that, and you should all be proud of the role that you play and the contributions that you make in making our club what it is. And I think it's just a great place to play cricket. I'm sure you'll all agree. A great place to socialise, and we should be proud of the culture and the vibe that we've got. So, last but not least, don't want to forget Chris Banbury, the coach, who revved us up at times and brought us back down to earth when we needed it as well. It's been great having you around, old CJ. And yeah, that's about it from me. I don't think I'll be going anywhere anytime soon in the current situation, so just bunking down with Finn and Buff and Barney the dog, and Haz and Sal are isolating up in Queensland. So hopefully we can get through this difficult period, and we'll all be having a frothy together soon and reminiscing on all the good stuff. All right, bye for now.
G'day Sharks fans, hope you're keeping well out there in these crazy times. Just a bit of a recap from the second 11s for this year. We ended up finishing 3rd on the ladder. We won 8 games, we lost 4, and we had a couple of washouts in that. Put together what we thought was a pretty good team, potentially coming to the semi-final and looking to take home the bacon, but not to be. But still a very enjoyable year nonetheless. Just in relation to our bowling throughout the course of the year, Johnny Collins, 21 wickets in 6 games. Robes, Mr. Karachi, aka 365, he had 15 wickets in 7 games, did a really good job for us at the top of the order. Fraser Wilson with 14 wickets, Salt Senior 14, Paz got 13 wickets in 8 games, and Taxi had 12 there as well. Probably the highlight in the bowling sense was Johnny Collins's 3 fifers throughout the course of the year, or in his 6 games. So yeah, certainly had to play a lot more cricket, would have been in the ones for sure, but did a great job for us, John. And his opening bowling partnership with Robes up top was really important. It was good to see Johnny bowling the outies and Robes bowling the in-swingers, so that was always a joy to watch from first slip. In the batting throughout the course of the year, we had Adrian Saltamakia had a great year, 360 runs at an average of 45, so really good off the back of no training, so that might be the secret for the next 10 years, Salts, to keep on going that way. It was great to see Junior, so Joshy Salts scored over 300 runs for the year at an average over 32, so really good development year for him, and often got us off to a really good start at the top of the order. It was great to see improvement out of Spency as well. He played a really important role for us in that middle order. He had over 240 runs for the year at an average of 40 odd, so really important contributions from him throughout the course of the year. And Natter only played a handful of games with us, but averaged over 40 odd with about 160 runs for the year, so did a really good job. Probably the highlights from the batting sense, we almost got Salts at 100 out at Torquay, so he ended up on 99 not, which was a terrific batting effort. Junior at the top of the order had a couple of 60 odds there, and as I said, Spency played a couple of really important roles with some 50s for us as well, so they were highlights in the batting sense. Just personally from me, just want to thank the committee. Plenty of work goes sort of unnoticed and unsung heroes of our club, but it's a terrific club to be around, and I just really want to thank you, particularly Dave, our president, who does a terrific job in bringing people together. So thanks, Prez, and thanks to all the committee who put in a power of work. Personally, just obviously wanted to thank the Chief and Richie and Ches. Plenty of conversations on a Thursday night about who's in and who's out, and that all changing again on Friday morning and even Saturday mornings as well. So thanks, boys, for your support and camaraderie. I've really appreciated that. Thanks to all the boys that played in my team. I think we had 22 players throughout the course of the year. We blooded some young kids and a few old heads there as well. We had a really good mix of youth and experience. So fun times to be around, and we did some pretty sharp things like turning up to games late and turning up to wrong grounds and working on our investment properties and rocking up middle of the week and having guys available for 1 week and second week, etc. from there. But just really good bunch of boys to be around. Enjoyed the last touch in the field where basically whoever got the last touch had to buy the round. That was always hotly contested, and Basher seemed to enjoy that one a few times until he actually had to shout the round, so that was all pretty good. And just the general spirit and the Sharks attitude and the people that are there just love the joint. The Thursday night dinners, the golf days, the pink stump days, the GCA bushfires. Just our ability to be able to bring good people together and enjoy each other's company. I think that's why people love the Sharks. They get there and they have a good time, and they feel a part of the the furniture and the fabric around the club. So signing off for this season, didn't obviously end up how we all would like it to, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. So just from my perspective, really enjoyed being the captain again for this year. Looking for someone to step up and take the duties on next year, and I'll sit back and watch from afar. So on your Sharks, great work. Well done to all the award winners, and hope everybody gets through this next phase of their life in the next couple of months. We can come out the other side of it stronger. So cheers. Thanks very much.
G'day guys. Firstly, I just wanted to thank the General Committee and the Coaching Committee on giving me the opportunity to be the skipper of the threes this season. It's something that I've wanted to do for quite a while, and to finally get that opportunity, I'm super grateful for, and really enjoyed my season as a skipper, and going forward, it's something that I want to continue to be able to do. So thank you for that. It was great this season. In the thirds, we were able to get Liam Brough and Alex Cuss back playing consistent cricket for our team again and our club again. So that was a good result for us, and to attract Lee and Andrew Cherry into our squad as well, which was a pretty cool achievement. And those guys, all four of those guys, add a lot to our team on the field, but also off the field. So it's pretty cool to have them all involved again. Throughout the season, we're all able to all be a part of Sam Cust and Danny Wilson's 300th games. Both guys have been a huge contributor to our club and to our teams, and it was a pretty cool opportunity. It was a bit of an honour actually just to play alongside those guys in their 300th game. And also we had another achievement in Matt McCormack playing his 150th game for the club in the seniors. So that was also pretty cool. Throughout the year, we got the opportunity to develop some juniors just through opportunity. We had 5 guys step up from the under-15s and play in our third grade. Being 14 years old is probably a pretty big step, but I knew that the leadership that we had within our third grade, it was going to be a good opportunity for these kids to really learn and help develop their cricket. So I just really wanted to say thank you to Ashton Brogden, Lockie Emmett, Sam Ryan, Flynn Chergwin and Jude Payne. So thank you to you guys for stepping up and playing a few games with us in the thirds. Hope you guys got some stuff out of it, because I know that we did as well. So thank you to you guys. Also, we had some really good individual achievements this season on the field. So Danny Wilson was able to score 100 runs. So he made 102 in one game. Matt McCormack made 125 not out. And myself, I managed to get 132 not out one game. We had 3 guys that were able to get 5 for in an innings. Lee Cherry got a 5 for 28. Sandy Cust got a 5 for 14. And Sam Cust got a 5 for 8 in a dominant display. On the field, I think we had a really solid season. We dropped a few games. 3 guys that were able to get 5 for in an innings. Lee Cherry got a 5 for 28. Sandy Cust got a 5 for 14. And Sam Cust got a 5 for 8 in a dominant display. On the field, I think we had a really solid season. We dropped a few games pre-Christmas that really hurt us. Just through unavailable players, it made it hard to have a consistent team week in and week out. But so there's a couple of games that we dropped earlier in the season. But after Christmas, we really started playing some really solid and decent cricket. But unfortunately, there was 2 games that got washed out when I was in commanding positions, and that made it hard. So to split those 3 points, and then to head into the last couple of games, we were dominant and we had our strongest team on the park, and we were able to win 2 games outright, back to back. So they were 2 huge achievements. And then we ended up finishing 3rd for the season. I think, as a whole, I think guys would be a little bit disappointed we didn't get the opportunity to play finals cricket. But as a whole, I think everyone had a good time and everyone had fun, and I think it left a bit of thirst for everyone going forward. And from all reports, everyone wants to return again next season and give it another decent crack. So I'm really looking forward to pre-season and really getting stuck into next year. I just really would like to thank all the players' partners for dropping off afternoon tea when they did throughout the year, and for coming down and being involved and getting around the guys and just making it a good family club. So I think it was a great result for us to finish in the top 3, top 4, and really looking forward to having another decent crack at it next year and see what we can finish off with. So, thanks again for the club for giving me the opportunity, and thanks again for the players for making it a fun season, and looking forward to next year. Cheers.
What we'll do is I'll go through the awards now and just recognise the players and acknowledge their success for the season. Starting off with our Best and Fairest awards, we conducted a vote count last weekend at the rooms. And I'd start off with the 4th 11s, Carson Brooks, so congratulations to Carso. 3rd 11, Sammy Cust. 2nd 11, Adrian Saltamacchia. And the first 11 Best and Fairest for this season, joint winner, Richie and Pat Richards. So congratulations to all of those. Well done, great effort. Batting awards. Harry Hurd Trophy for the club batting award, qualification being 7 innings and 250 runs. And this year's winner was Pat Richards with 436 runs at an average of 72.67. So congratulations to Pat on that. He obviously takes out the first 11 batting as well. 2nd 11 batting award went to Adrian Saltamacchia, 360 runs at an average of 45. 3rd 11, Danny Wilson, 339 runs at an average of 56.5. Rounding out with our 4ths, Tim Delaney, 296 runs at an average of 26.91. So congratulations guys, some big runs scored there. Good efforts with the bats during the season. Bowling awards, the Vic Hornsey Trophy. Qualification for the bowling is 100 overs and 20 wickets. The winner of this year's Vic Hornsey Award is Adam Marsland, 23 wickets at an average of 11.35. And again, obviously, Adam takes out the first 11 trophy and for his bowling with the same figures. 2nd 11, Johnny Collins, great effort in limited games, not playing until after Christmas with a broken arm. So, well done, Johnny. 2nd 11, John Collins, 21 wickets at an average of 11.19. Fantastic figures. 3rd 11, one of the older statesmen of the club, Sammy Cust. 28 wickets at an average of 13.89. Well done, Custy. Finally, 4th 11, the bloke's had another good season. Timmy Delaney backing up his batting award with the bowling award. 10 wickets at an average of 24.2. So congratulations to everyone for your bowling achievements as well. Moving into centuries. Carrying on from the batting. In the first 11, we had 4 centuries for the season, all from R.K. Oliver. Scores of 173 in round 14 versus Motowari, 113 not out in round 2 against St Peters, 104 in round 6 versus Highton, and 102 in round 4 versus Manifold Heights. Very good season with Richie with the bat. No centuries, unfortunately, in the seconds. However, Adrian Saltz got very close with a 99 knot, so bad luck, Saltz. Better luck next season. Third 11, though, with centuries, we had 3 players achieve centuries in the third 11. Matt Cherry with 132 not out in round 10 versus St Peters. Matt McCormack, 125 not out in round 7 versus Bell Park. And Danny Wilson with 102 in round 9 versus Marshall. So congratulations to all of you guys with your batting. Bowling, 5 wicket hauls. 1 5-wicket in the first 11. Fantastic round he had in round 8 against Motawari. Jacob McKenzie with the figures of 5 for 13. Second 11. Again, I come back to Johnny Collins. Johnny Collins took 3 5-fers in his shortened season. Round 9 against Marshall, 5 for 26. Round 13 versus Bell Park, 5 for 50. And round 10 versus St Peters, 5 for 70. Great effort, Johnny. In the thirds, 3 players each had the privilege of taking a 5-fer. First off, Sammy Cust, round 13 versus Bell Park, with the amazing figures of 5 for 8. Alexander Cust, Shoe, round 14 versus Motawari, 5 for 14. Great, brilliant figures. And rounding it out, Lee Cherry, round 10 versus St Peters, 5 for 28. Congratulations on those 5-wicket hauls, guys. Great efforts. Now, I'd like to make mention of milestone games that were achieved throughout the year. We had 9 players reach milestone games. Starting off with 50 games, Jack Parrott in round 4, Eleanor Watson in round 5, and Shane Hugh and the Ox in round 8. 100 game achievements this year. In round 8, Adrian Solomacchia, and in round 11, Tom Driver. 150 game milestones, round 7, Matthew McCormack, and round 10, Ash the Bash Sotomarco. Finishing off the season with magnificent figures and games records, 300 games for the club, round 7, Sam Cust, and round 12, Danny Wilson. So congratulations to all those players on making those milestones. Great effort and great service to the club. Just like to recognise the award winners that we also had through the GCA Awards that were held last Monday night. I just want to point out the qualifications for their awards. For the batting, it's 7 innings and 300 runs. For the bowling, it's 90 overs and 25 wickets. We took out both awards in the first, with Pat Richards taking out the first batting, 437 at 72.83, and Byron Taylor, a magnificent season with 29 wickets at 12.10. Nothing in the seconds, unfortunately, and I reckon if Johnny had played all year, we probably would have pulled that one off as well, but not to be this year. However, in the thirds, we also scooped the pool and we took both awards. Third 11 batting, Danny Wilson, 339 runs at an average of 56.5, great effort. And in the bowling, Sammy Cust, 28 wickets, an average of 13.86. There was one other award presented for the GCA. That was the T20 Player of the Year in Division 2, and that was taken out by R.K. Oliver. That sort of covers off all our club batting, bowling, milestone games, which leaves me with a couple of the perpetual trophies that are awarded each year. I've just got some notes that I'd just like to clarify very briefly what each of these awards, how they were struck, and a little bit of background to them. The first one is the Dave Carroll Memorial Trophy for the most exemplary player. A little bit of background. Dave played 63 matches over 7 seasons until his death in a tragic circumstances whilst batting in his first ever first 11 game in 1991. Unfortunately, it occurred as he completed his only 2 runs scored in that match. A memorial trophy was struck and appropriately awarded to the most exemplary player of the season. The example that Dave set in trying to be as good as you would possibly can be, irrespective of whatever hurdles may be put in front of you is the spirit behind the award and the legacy that he leaves with us. It's my privilege to announce that the winner of this year's Most Exemplary Player Award, the Dave Carroll Award, is Matthew Cherry. So congratulations, Matt. Great effort, mate. Well done. Second trophy is the Des Foote Memorial Trophy for the Young Cricketer of the Year. For those that don't know, I'll give you a little bit of background on Des. The winner of upcoming will be awarded for the Des Foote Trophy. Des was a three-time premiership player at Geelong City, 1951-52, 53-54 and 54-55. Des was a life member of the club, a club coach, a team manager, as well as a very proud and passionate supporter of the club, attending every game he could. Des will be most remembered for his contribution to the development of young cricketers, not only at Geelong City, but throughout the Geelong region, as he was a representative coach on several occasions. In the memory of Des, this award recognises the outstanding performance and development of a younger player in the club. This year I'd like to congratulate and announce the winner of the Des Foote Young Cricketer of the Year award is Josh Saltamakia. Congratulations, Josh. The third trophy is the Bernie Hemley Trophy for the Best Clubman. A little bit of background on the Bernie Hemley. Bernie Hemley had served the club for over 50 years, from 1947 to 1997. He was the second 11 captain for 14 years, a junior coach for 15 years, a player from 47 to 1971, and a life member of the Geelong City Cricket Club. And a trophy was struck in Bernie's honour for recognition of the best clubman. And it's a little bit embarrassing to say, but I've got that. So, thank you very much. I'm doing it again. I did it 2 years ago, now I'm doing it again. Sorry about that. Finally, we can't wrap up the season without acknowledging club champion for the season. The fella's name is up on the board a couple of times, and it's going to go up there again for another outstanding season. I'd like to recognise this year's club champion, Richie Oliver. So well done to Richie, great effort, another top season, and congratulations to everybody that's won awards. Obviously we're not in a position to be able to present these awards given the circumstances. The plan is that at some stage in the future, when we are able to return to some form of normality, that we're in a position to bring people together and again recognise these achievements and actually present the trophies to those people. But I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody. Well done. Thanks for your efforts. Thanks to all the players for your efforts during the year. It's a great club. It's a great place to be around, and I just want to thank you for all your inputs.
Hi Sharks, just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody for the year. Had a really fun year, can't wait for the future, and in particular obviously I just want to thank Richie, Chief, Cav, Knackers, everybody that played in the first 11 this year. It's been a pretty crazy year, a bit of a roller coaster, not the perfect way to finish, not getting to play finals, but some things are a bit bigger than cricket, unfortunately. So in these testing times, we just need to stay together as a club and offer anybody a hand that needs it. There's going to be some pretty challenging times for some people at the club, I'm sure, through this next few months or whatever happens. You need a crystal ball for that, but I'm definitely here to help anybody that needs that if they see fit. But yeah, we just need to band together as a club, and I'm sure we'll get it. Everybody will get through it well. But yeah, thanks very much for the year. Definitely a highlight for me was on the field was finishing with that outright victory against Modder. That was a great team win, and to bowl a team out twice in a day doesn't happen very often. So thanks again for the year, everybody, and look forward to many good times ahead. Cheers, guys.
Good day, everyone. Hope everyone's staying safe and keeping indoors. Richie's asked us to give us our best moment for the year, and mine would have to be watching Nada block out a maiden in a one-dayer. because he thought we all had enough. Thanks, guys.
Hey Sharks, hope you're doing well and staying safe. Obviously not the way we wanted to finish the year off. We'd rather be playing cricket at this time of year, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But well done to all the award winners for the year. Well deserved. Highlight for us as a first 11 group, obviously there's been some outstanding performances by Pat and Rich in particular, but for me, bowlers, I thought BT and J-Mac were sensational all year. Really grew into their role with the new ball, and were really good, really good. BT in particular, to take 29 wickets at not much is a fantastic effort for a young man, and those two are only going to get better, and so are we as a group. So stay safe. We'll all have a beer soon at the Elephant on Tipping once this is all over. But yeah, as I said, stay safe, go well, go Sharks.
Thanks to Cav, Knackers, all the ladies in the kitchen. See you next year, boys.
G'day Sharks, thanks for a great year. Season highlight would have to be Marzi in the last round, 3 for in both innings and getting us the outright win against Motta. The bloke is just an absolute lionheart. So I'd like to thank Cav and Knackers for their work on game day during the year, and then I'd like to thank the committee for their tireless work throughout the season. So onwards and upwards, boys, on to next year. So all the best.
Hey Sharks, big thanks to Chief for the year. For coaching, you did a tremendous job. Loved every bit of it. Big thanks to Cav and Gaz as well. The amount of effort you put into it is tremendous. Also to the ladies in kitchen, you've done a great job all year, and also to everyone else that's helped around the club. Thanks for a great year.
G'day Sharkers, just a quick one from me. My season highlight was against Motta, where we won outright and it boosted us up to second for a home final. I was able to sit back on the sidelines and enjoy Richie's knock of 173, which I thought was a great innings by the man. Hope everyone's staying safe during the coronavirus.
Yo, what's up everyone? Just wanted to thank everyone for the year that's been. Thanks to Cav, Knackers, the whole committee for everything you guys have done for us this year. It's been another great year. Boys, unfortunately we couldn't go the full distance this year. Unfortunately it was taken away from us, but there's bigger fish to fry, and I hope everyone's safe and happy and well, and that's more important. And next year I know that using this fire that we all have in our belly now because it was taken away from us too soon, use that during pre-season, use that during the season, use it during games, and go one better next year.
G'day guys, hope everyone's well. Rich has asked for our season highlights. My season highlight would probably be the performance from Donk out at Motta. Seeing him rip through an innocent Motta batting lineup like he did was pretty incredible. Guess it just goes to show if you've got the right people watching, you can do anything. Cheers lads.
G'day Sharks, BT here. Hope you're all well and taking care in isolation. Richie's got us to put a little video together of a highlight that we had throughout the year. I think for me, the highlight would be some of the cricket that we were starting to play together as a team throughout the season, and some of the performances that we were putting together. I think that's really exciting for us moving forward as a club, heading in that direction. And just before I jump off, massive thank you to everyone at the club, all the jobs, everything that gets done. It doesn't go unnoticed. We really appreciate that. And one big thank you to Caviar for all the work that he puts in. It's a mammoth amount, so really big thank you to him. So anyway, that's enough from me. Go Sharks!
Just quickly, I'll finish up. Obviously, at the end of a season, the club holds an AGM. We've nominated that we'll be holding the club AGM, and we'd sent out notices to give the notice as per the Constitution that we would be holding the AGM this year on the 6th of April at 7:30 p.m. At this stage, we still plan to do that. I've spoken with Consumer Affairs on how we can do that, given the unusual circumstances around the season. And they've indicated that in some form we try and live stream, live conference or video conference to get the buy-in from players. Obviously we need a quorum of minimum of 20 players. We're just working through how we can do that. It might be something like Zoom, where we get the players to download an app onto their phones. It's free to download. And then we set up a meeting. All you do is you just come onto Zoom. We can see who we are. We can acknowledge that we've had a minimum of 20 people, and we can conduct the affairs of the AGM through that. More information will come out how we're going to do that. So just keep an eye on the Facebook page for that. And finally, let's hope that once again that I wish you and your families ongoing good health. Please stay safe, and I hope we can return to some form of normality in the near future. It's obviously tough times for everybody, and I just want people, don't forget there are many forms of communication. If you're feeling down, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling lonely, just pick up the phone, get on your phones, get on your texts, send a message to somebody, talk to somebody. At the end of the day, we're all here for each other. So I just want to say, keep an eye out for each other. Obviously, it was fairly evident today that players were missing not being involved in cricket with the amount of chat that was going on WhatsApp today. So it's good that people are having a bit of fun. I'm glad that they do that. But as I said, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling a little bit blue, jump on and talk to somebody. Any one of us will talk to anybody at any time, so please do that. Thanks for watching. I know it's not our normal format, and you had to put up with me for 20 minutes or something, but it's our only way of trying to get a recognition out to the players that have won awards this year. So thanks for watching. Congratulations once again to everybody, and we look forward to seeing you again real soon. Keep your eye out for the take 2 of this video, probably tomorrow, as I said, with the additional comments put in. Thanks for everyone. Have a good night. Cheers.